and he's been arrested on suspicion of terrorism offences and has been taken to a South London police station where he remains in custody. Given that this appears to be a deliberate act, the method, and this being an iconic site, we are treating it as a terrorist incident, and the investigation is being led by officers from the Counter-Terrorism Command. Officers are searching the vehicle and no other weapons have been found at this time. At this early stage of the investigation, no other suspects at the scene have been identified or reported to police. There is no intelligence at this time of further danger to Londoners or the rest of the UK connected to this incident. Our priority now is to formally establish the identity of the suspect and establish his motivation if we can. He is not currently cooperating. However, as you would expect, detectives from the Counter-Terrorism Command are making various other urgent inquiries to ensure that there is no outstanding risk to the public. Can I urge anyone who thinks that they may have information that could assist the investigation to call us on 0800 789 321, 0800 789 321, and thank you to the many people who have already come forward. But similarly, if you've captured footage or images of this incident, you can download those to us via our website, ukpoliceimageappeal.co.uk. That's ukpoliceimageappeal.co.uk. Clearly, we are treating the scene and Parliament Square as a crime scene, so cordons are likely to be in place for some time, as the investigation team continues to carry out important work to establish exactly what happened. I can appreciate this has caused a great deal of disruption this morning to those who live, work or were visiting this area. Thank you to the public for their patience and understanding whilst we deal with the incident. We will be working as quickly and diligently as possible in order to reopen the area, but in the meantime I'd ask that the public try and avoid Parliament Square and Westminster at this time. The safety of the public is always our top priority, and the Met Police will continue to do all that we can to protect the people of London. As always, the public should remain vigilant, and if you see anything suspicious or something that causes you concern, of course, please dial 999. I'm happy to take a couple of questions.
Sir, let's just go on down the evening stand. Were the police already in pursuit of the vehicle before it collided with cyclists and then collided with the gate? Well, the footage appears to show irons behind the car, two police vans. Is that the case?
No, I've heard that this morning. There wasn't a police car in pursuit of the vehicle. I believe it was an ambulance on a completely unrelated call.
Commissioner, the vehicle appears to drive deliberately at two police officers. Does it look as if the driver was targeting the police officers specifically?
We can't say that at this time. I mean, it certainly appears to be a deliberate act, but what the motivation is we have at the moment, we don't believe this person is known to either MI5 or counter-terrorism police.
Well, the vehicle is about 400 metres or so behind my left shoulder here, right in the centre of Westminster, not that far away actually from where the previous vehicle had claimed so many lives in May of last year. We heard there from the police, waiting to hear from the Mayor of London as well, Salih Khater. In the meantime, let's hear from our crime correspondent Martin Brunt, who's standing by for us at New Scotland Yard this afternoon. Hello to you, Martin. At this moment here from the Mayor of London as well, Salih Khater. In the meantime, let's hear from our crime correspondent.
Mate, yeah, I know you live very close to London. It's scary, isn't it? Michelle, you alright? Megan, you alright? Totally mental. Totally mental, right? And they'll sweep this under the carpet and they won't say what the problem is. But the problem is, any dickheads is allowed to come into England. They don't know who they are. And it's fucking mental. And we fear for our lives because our government can't control who's coming and who ain't coming. It's a load of shit. I'm tired of being so fucking depressed. It is depressing, isn't it? A car drove into people outside Westminster, which is like the centre of London. Here they are, look, it's showing them now. getting the guy out of the car. These are counter-terrorism officers with guns. Look when they get him out, look. He's not cooperating. They've got him out of the car now. It'll show you arrest him in a minute.
He said that the offer is to formally confirm his identity, so he's not telling them his name.
They won't know his name because he'll be an immigrant that they've let in.
Who he is. Mr. Basu said that many people had already offered information.
Mental. Who was he? I don't know. I've just seen a picture of him. He's like a little stumpy black guy, but no, he's not telling police who he is, so they'll have to investigate it. It'll turn out he's an immigrant from Somalia. I would have thought. It sounds like a racist thing to say, but it's not racist. We're sick of it, and it's normally them. It's usually a Muslim or somebody who's coming as an immigrant, so it's scary. It's scary because there's people, normal people down there of all cultures that are going about their day-to-day work, and some of them people don't go home to their families that night. That's disgusting. There he is, look. I would put something else in this chat, but I think it's not appropriate. Some people might take offence, so I'm not going to write anything inappropriate. Yeah. I wouldn't arrest him. I would shoot him in the face and in the head. I would agree. We are all angry, and we're angry because we should be angry, because our government do absolutely nothing about it. They just pretend to do something about it, and we're not allowed to speak about it. They never type about it. They don't talk about it. It's absolutely nuts, and nobody is admitting what the problem is. And the problem is that people are too fucking stupid to realise that if you're following religion in 2018 and you think that people should be following your religion, do it fucking quietly, or we should be shutting you down. It's disgusting. I'm getting sick of this. My uncle lives in London. My dad currently works in London. I know it's scary for everybody. I think it's time to close the borders. We shouldn't even. I agree. Like, the borders are. It's a mess. It's messy. If anybody's been to Dover recently, go and have a look at Dover. What a shithole that is. Used to be a visiting town. Now it's people who live in Dover can't walk the streets at night.
That he has no connections with anyone else of concern. But if they don't know who this person is,
it doesn't fucking matter. They take money from the problem. Yeah, well, our poor country has got nothing. You know, don't come to England expecting to get rich and us pay for you, because there's no money left here. We've spent it all on other countries and looking after other people's nonsense problems. It's ridiculous. Complacency. It is. It is. I think that I would be all for police officers being able to beat people up again with truncheons. We talked about this the other night. There was nothing wrong with getting a good hiding off a police officer. It made you think about how you behaved. But the whole of Europe is so weak and run by knobheads that it's now a full-on weak society all over Europe, and people are running riot, and things are just not getting sorted out because everybody's so left-wing soft. There's been another terror attack in London, Raven, outside Westminster. A car's run into some people. Yeah, the police should have more rights. I know that there is always going to be some dickhead policeman, right? But there's nothing wrong with getting a good truncheon in. Fuck that, I got punched out by a pig when I was 14. Well, it's character building, Mick. If you got punched out by a policeman when you're 14, character building. And it was either your fault or their fault, but somebody will learn from it. I'm tired of pussy, so am I. This is horrible, it is horrible. Ash, you alright? How many people was killed in the injury? They've not said that anybody's been killed yet. They said there's 11 injuries, so The guy who's done it was obviously dumbass, right? Because well, I don't want to tell you how to do it, but he used a little car on a single track road, which you could only go in a straight line. So he didn't. It wasn't the brains of the. It wasn't the brains of terrorism. I'll tell you that. I really hate and fear the cunts. And Mick, honestly, I think you should fear them a little bit. And I know it sounds awful that what happened to you, and you're 14, so that should never have happened, obviously. But yeah, I think you should fear the police. That's their job. Their job's to keep a bit of order. So fear them, and definitely fear soldiers. They are there for a reason. I say we need to get together, not in a hippie, stupid way. A real effort. Yeah, I don't know how that works. All terrorists are knobheads. They are, Donny, mate. They are knobheads. Donny, what time do you start work and finish work today? Quite panicked? Of course they're going to be quite panicked. London's a shithole and it's full of dickheads. It does happen way too much. Oh, they'll let him go, look. He does look a bit like him, doesn't he? Apart from he's got a goatee. I don't like cops, but god damn it, we need them. We do need them. You're not going to work? Why aren't you going to work? 'Tis Lisa! There's been a terror attack in Westminster this morning. Europe is too soft. It's soft as shit. I love you too, Megan. Cut him off then.
Police were very quickly on the scene, weren't they? I mean, anybody who knows this part of London knows, especially after what happened with the Westminster attack, that armed police are in the area and can react within a minute.
Booked it off. So if I get a chance today, are you going to be around today?
Swarmed into this area, big response, and they are never far away when you're in a major UK city like this, particularly, of course, here in Westminster, given what we saw last March.
I'm supposed to be going to London on Saturday, not sure if I'm going now. Man, I don't know what to say. My family wanted to visit all like the sights of London, and then this last couple of years, like, nah, let's not go to London. I don't know what to say to you. I mean, you shouldn't be put off and stop doing the things you want because of one dickhead. But it's not just one dickhead, is it? It's almost a city full of dickheads that they've let in. Thought it was Jonathan Pye. Oh. Jonathan Pye will be doing a video this afternoon, won't he? What exactly did they do? You can see the silver car here. Sort of went down side of Westminster and run into a load of people. It's a difficult road because you can see there's bus stops at one side and there's Westminster, and then there's the barrier in the middle of Westminster, so you can't really career all over, and it's in traffic. It's obviously not the brains of terrorism, but you can see obviously the guys are shit for brains. Sorry, didn't see that. Booked it off. I'm also free tomorrow, fella. Yeah, cool. But are you going to be free tonight? If like till what time? Because I've got something going on, and then if I get a chance, I might get my foot down straight away after that. Wow. This is disgusting, isn't it? And it always ties down, it always comes down to religion all the time when stuff like this happens. What time tonight, fella? You tell me what time's latest, because I think I finish sports at like 8:30, and I can take me an hour or something. He obviously wanted to hurt people. Yeah, obviously, yeah. The fact is, and this sounds harsh, but some countries are a long way behind other countries. Like, some are hundreds of years behind, and their discipline and moral standards are different. So net them people into their country, keep them there. If they can't learn the way of life of other countries, don't let them in, because it's just not fair on the people who are working hard to have better lives, to allow someone to come in who thinks it's all right to murder people, thinks it's normal. Don't let them out of their country. Keep them in. Let their country deal with them shit for brains.
The priority is identifying the suspect and identifying his motive. But as he said in his briefing, he's not cooperating with police. So the key part there is identifying the suspect for them and then trying to find from that what his motive is for this attack.
Yeah, Lisa does live in the most political town in the world. I have been there and it's bizarre. Whatever Sharia is, it's evil to be law. Yeah, it's sick. I'll let you know, fella, on Twitter. Fella should be okay. Cool. Religion hurts. Religion's a load of shit. So, and I know, like in America, the majority of the population believe in God. Well, that's because that's a relatively new country, is America, and we've grown out of it in Europe. But yet, these people are coming to our country and committing this atrocity when it's down to religion. It's sick. Sick, and we don't understand it because we've got over it. Of course he's not going to be known to the intelligence services. He'll have only just got here recently. In the last few years, he won't have done all wrong. Where's all my water gone? Mantle. Hey, Johnny Driver. Wow, this was kind of shit to wake up to. Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah.
Armed officers ready to respond within seconds, literally seconds, in and around the area in Parliament Square, etc. There are static positions where they sit for.
Yeah, we are one world. Nah, fuck one world. Fuck one world. It don't work. I don't want people wandering around our streets with like the open border bullshit. Get some borders up. Build a fucking wall. You need it. And you guys are like a big example of it. I mean, it's taken how many hundreds of years for you to tear down your walls in between streets? One of the London bombers used to work in the chippy at the top of Beeston Road. Used to go in there all the time. Bizarre, yeah. Did they get the guy that did it? Yeah, you can see him. He stood outside a car. It keeps showing pictures of him. He's like a little stumpy, bald-headed black dude with a suit on.
They run towards the danger. They deployed immediately without thinking. Their training, their professionals takes over.
These guys are in like flintlock. They got in there before he even got out of his car. Fecking walls, yeah. Get some big walls with machine guns on them. Do you want to come in? Have you got the right papers? Cool. You and your family can come in. Have you got the right papers? No. Right. Step back before we start machine gunning you. I know this winds you up. The people with 8 billion peeps is even 1/10 or 1%. That's a lot of nutters. It is a lot of nutters. It's a shitload of nutters. Oh, you've still got walls up in Belfast. Guess we need more jails. We do need more jails. More jails with less things in them. Just like brick walls in jails. Brick walls, bars. Shove your porridge under the door, say, eat it or don't eat it, and we don't care. Behave like a spacker, we're going to treat you like one. Police suspect is not cooperating. I reckon if you've run into people in your car on purpose to try and kill people, what is the incentive for you to cooperate with police? Just... They're already total fuckwits, aren't they? So they're not going to help the police, are they? No, don't be sad about it.
operations.
This is one incident in a gigantic country, but it is sad, and the sad thing is that this person will be now hidden, protected, looked after. He'll have best lifestyle he's ever had in our justice system, when really what he needs is dragging out into the street and beating to death. And Derry walls are world famous for separating the two religions. Commission cruise ships into floating jails. Floating jails. Whoa. Megan, chill out. It'll be cool. As long as we're good people, that's all we can do. You've got to hope for a government that protects you, and right now, it just absolutely does not. And I'll tell you something else. We talked about this the other day. There is not a political party in UK that is anywhere near winning an election that deserves to win an election. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a revolution, and people are going to vote in a party full of complete dickheads to run this country, who've got the balls to run it, and then we're all fucked.
Panic and running, and it was very chaotic and quite scary. You know, like I said, it was 7:33 in the morning.
Brexit needs to be hard. Brexit, it does. Yeah, it does. I love you. I know what are you saying. Best friend in your thread, how you doing? Welcome to the misery of England.
My own company, Williams Enterprises, and I was just basically I lost my phone last night, and I was on my way to Victoria to get a phone.
Okay. Yeah. And you were just walking along the pavement? Talk us through.
Yeah, I was walking along the pavement. I was walking along the pavement, and then I've noticed.
Were you immediately aware of the car?
Yeah, I've noticed a car driving erratically. I was behind. I wasn't in front of the car. I was behind him, and so I've kind of rushed. Oh, what's going on here? Then a little sprint, and then that's what I've seen. Yeah.
Man, that dude was lucky, wasn't he? What on earth? Oh, it's another terrorist attack. Civil wars is going to happen here in UK, definitely. Right, everybody's saying it. It's going to happen.
People were angry. People were more angry. This is happening again.
Look how quick these guys got there. They got there before he even got out of the car.
Yes, I did, and I've asked the police, and they said, "Oh, it's an incident."
You see him dragging him out here. Look.
In my heart, I knew it's terrorism. And you saw the man?
I think it's the guy who played Arnold off Different Strokes.
Yeah, but I didn't get a good. I wasn't close to him, but I was probably about 15 meters away, 10, 15 meters away.
And when you saw
15 meters away, that guy was lucky. There he is. Look.
To be honest, he looked quite serious, but it was calm.
Oh, I'm glad there aren't any life-threatening injuries so far. Well, hopefully there won't be anybody life-threatening injuries. That would be good.
If you do something like that, you must in your mind know the consequences. So
I don't know who wears a waistcoat with a Nike t-shirt, but the guy seems like a nice bloke, and he was happy for him that he had his wits about him and ready to put a bit of a run on and a sprint and get out of the way.
Yeah, pulled out, yes. And then he, I presume, was arrested. He was taken away by police. I didn't notice if he was cuffed, but I suppose he was being held. Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to say as well, like, just prepare for this, right? That for Alex Jones this afternoon to do a video talking about the red herring of the British Westminster attack, because that guy's a complete shit for brains. Everything's a lie from the government as far as he's concerned. This is real. This proper happened. Alex Jones is a dick.
I'm feeling a bit excited, as in like agitated and worried.
Yeah, that's cool if there's non-life threatening. So, when did this happen? It happened at about 8 o'clock this morning. We need Tommy Robinson. Do you know what? I think that it's getting worse and worse, right? And I hope this doesn't happen. But I would say, go put £1 on Tommy Robinson becoming Prime Minister one day. Go put £1 on it. It's £1. It's nothing at all. And the odds will be ridiculous. but it could happen.
Fiesta drove his vehicle, according to our eyewitness, deliberately into the barriers outside the Palace of Westminster.
Yeah, you're checking your thing, your news, and don't say a thing. Yeah, no. It's mad. It's madness because the government don't want to report that this is happening because this makes the government look worse. Well, they can't get much worse. Right, guys, I've got to go. I just wanted to put it on and let you know that this shit were happening again. So I've got to go, and I will see you all later. I've got some work to do. See thee!